Hey, it's Tom Collins again, Tycoon Network. Another thing that I'd like to talk about for this video is, to be an entrepreneur, you kind of have a character trait, or you can develop it, that you need to get a hold of a lot of information. And so reading is really important, and constant searching for knowledge, learning, lifelong learning is essential if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur or business person. Even when you get your business started, whatever it may be, there's going to be things that you want to know about that you'll ask around, and some people might know, and then it's gray areas and this and that. But all about reading different books. Now, I mentioned in my very first video that here's the book that I read way back in the day. It's called The Success Process by Brown Langdon. L-A-N-D-O-N-E. Brown Langdon. And so this little book was written like way back. This guy was probably the first, what I would call, person that I know of anyways, that 1927, okay? And he published this thing about success, and it's called The Success Process, and he goes through a whole pile of things that are important to be able to be successful in whatever your endeavor is. But he is about business, so it's a good book. It has a bit of a Christian flavor to it. He is a Christian, so he puts some stuff in that context, but it's still very relevant to an atheist. I'm a Christian, so don't worry about it. But anyways, so this book here, I'm going to be, now and then I'll be referencing this book. There's a ton of other books out there that are good, and all about, the internet. I mean, the internet's a whole giant area all in itself that you need to learn. No matter what business you're in, you're going to need a website. You're going to need to know how to get up and be ranked in Google. So that's called SEO for short, acronym, search engine optimization. So those are two things you really need to be able to do. And then it's, of course, all about your business and how you may market it. And, even what you're seeing me do right here, this is all part of getting the word out, so to speak, creating a tribe, a list. This is very important stuff to a business, any kind of business. It doesn't matter what you're in. You want to know as many people as you possibly can. And the best way is, of course, personally. So, developing traits like not being afraid to talk to anyone, anywhere, anyhow. Okay, you see people go into an elevator and they're like, and there could be 5 people beside them, but they don't communicate. That's what I'm talking about. Situations, if you can go into an elevator and talk to anybody and make them feel comfortable, you're the kind of person that would be a salesman in any endeavor you'd get into. Salesmen are people who can talk. Business entrepreneurs, it's not necessary, but it sure is a nice bullet to have, in your gun. So there's traits like that, and that's about it for this video. So those are success traits. Read as much as you can. There's actually a video on YouTube, Think and Grow Rich. I mean, I read that book way back in the day, probably after this one a little while, but I read a lot. And I take courses at we have a community college and 2 universities right close to me. So I've taken part-time courses on, well, because I'm in electronics, but robotics, programming languages, Visual Basic I took, and way back in the day, I took Dreamweaver, took a course on that, and that's all about websites too. And then I discovered WordPress, and Dreamweaver was like, what the hell did I learn that for? But anyways, it was fun. I met a lot of people. I still know some of them till this day. And you know, that's the kind of thing. You want to be able to make as many connections in life as you can, because you never know who's out there that might know something, you know, and they'll be following you, or you'll have them on Facebook, and you know, you might pose the question out there and bingo, they happen to know about it, and you'd be surprised who knows about stuff and different things. And so, you know, the more people you get to know, the more power you have in regards to finding answers to things that are hard to find. And in business, there's always something you're looking for. And you know, when you found 80% of it, there's another 100% that'll come out. Like, look at the internet. I started my business before the internet was around, and then all of a sudden there's the internet. And I gotta say, this day and age, it's easier now to start a business than it ever has been, whether it's online or offline. But in my mind now, as an entrepreneur, everybody, and I mean everybody, should have a blog, okay, started, and just, you know, as a hobby to get started, but you may need that for your business that you start in the future, because it'll create a following. And also do the same thing I'm doing here, like this, you know, make a video blog. YouTube's very easy to do once you get the hang of it. Yeah, last night was, you know, I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning hashing this stuff out, but I still think it's worth it. I mean, it's only one night, you know, I got about 6 hours sleep, I'm surviving. And so, you know, we get things together, we get it on, and so here we are. We're building a tribe. It's going to start off slow, I know it, but we'll see the numbers grow over time. Got to get a lot more videos up. That's why I'm making these videos, so that people come to my YouTube channel and they see, oh, this guy's got a lot of information. Let's check it out. And so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's down there. Subscribe. I think that's down there too. And leave a comment if you want to. And that's all stuff. I'll be looking at the comments for quite a while, because I, you know, obviously don't have a lot of people at this point in time to have to babysit, so to speak, or I won't say babysit, that's kind of derogatory, but to answer to, let's say that. And yeah, so hey, meantime, think about those businesses and join the tribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.